Jojo Siwa is an individual you've probably seen a lot of lately, which would make sense. Her unique and ridiculously annoying persona is pretty hard to miss. And if for some reason you do happen to overlook her flashy and overbearing image, her voice is pretty recognizable too at this point.
Hey everyone, it's JoJo. Welcome back to JoJo's Every Single Wednesday. It's your guys' going to Summer Tuna. Then I'm going to do something.
Yeah, that's how she talks. Yeah, she's basically the personification of a cocaine trip, but that's how she is. In case you're one of the lucky ones and have never heard of this sentient box of Fruit Loops, JoJo Siwa is a child star, widely known for her appearance on the show Dance Moms. Not a good show at all, but for some reason, this was JoJo's springboard into stardom. She now boasts an impressive net worth of 8 million, with frequent appearances on Nickelodeon, her own Musical.ly, her own YouTube, her own f***ing movie.
You're being so weird.
What? I am?
Are you like going through puberty?
Going off her accomplishments, it's actually surprising how well she's doing, at least compared to other child stars. I mean, most teenage celebrities have already plunged off the rails, diving into some light substance abuse. Like, you know, meth? I don't know, lean? What do the kids do these days? But naturally, being 15 years old and still looking and dressing like a 5-year-old gummy bear, she's been getting a lot of hate. Like a lot of hate. Almost too much. And I know, that's rich coming from a YouTuber who literally just hates on other YouTubers, but I feel like JoJo's case is a bit different. There's something about this kid that sets her apart from the Lil Tays and the Danielle Bergolis of the world. Something so strikingly different that I believe makes her rather unworthy of the prolific amount of hate she receives on a seemingly daily basis. If you were to search JoJo's name in the YouTube search bar, disregard the videos on her channel, then you'd be bombarded with a cascade of hate videos, or at least people making fun of her, which I typically have no problem with. I mean, who doesn't enjoy the chaotic nature of bullying another, bigger creator? I do it all the time on this channel, man. I love drama. But call me crazy, I just don't see a reason for the so-called criticism presented here. I mean, sure, if you wanted, you could make the most basic level arguments against her, saying, oh, she's cringy, she's irritating, she needs to grow up. Like, no, she doesn't. She's astonishingly annoying, for sure. I mean, even I feel that way. I can't sit through anything she makes. Are you fucking kidding me? If I ever tried watching more than a minute of her stuff, I'd probably involuntarily start strangling myself with my own headphones before she could get any AdSense off of me. But that's because her content isn't tailored to jaded, cynical, internally dead people like me. It's for kids. She's literally said this. That's why she dresses like a kid herself. And it seems like many people simply can't accept the character she's trying to play. When you're trying to connect to a particular demographic, you're going to want to do everything in your power to make yourself seem more appealing to said demographic. We call this tactic duh. But it seems like a lot of people aren't getting that. I cannot tell you how many idiots I've seen spouting shit like, oh, she needs to grow up. She's an arrogant brat who's trying too hard to be young. And I guess I get the arrogant brat part. I mean, that's a given with any of these child stars. But is it really a bad thing to make yourself look presentable in front of a distinctly young audience? Why wouldn't she adopt this weirdly jovial and energized persona? At the end of the day, all she's trying to do is market her brand towards as many young kids as possible. Being cringy isn't a crime. I'm pretty sure that everyone on the entire planet is cringy at 15 years old, and blatantly stating that she's annoying is just not a valid criticism there. She isn't hurting anyone, besides that hairline maybe. I mean, you gotta loosen that ponytail up, sis. In fact, you could argue she's actually doing more good than harm by giving these kids some innocuous content that, although maybe stupid and grueling for some, is still safe and benign entertainment for others. It's hard to knock that, at least in my opinion. I mean, is it okay to be annoyed by her? Of course, and don't get me wrong, how could you not? Maybe it's a bit unnecessary for someone like me to come out and defend a person like this, but to me it's even more unnecessary and weird for grown-ass adults to come out with 10-minute videos bullying her. Like, how sad do you have to be, Tom Harley? Who the fuck? It's stupid to fault her for trying her best to entertain as many people as she can, especially before she hits her Lindsay Lohan phase and starts injecting herself with heroin instead of glitter. Come on, we're all expecting it. I mean, look at her. She's a train wreck waiting to happen. Be nice while she's still sober. Keep on, keep on.